Welcome to the 2Ds and an F podcast with your hosts, Jay and Mikey. Recording
now.
Test.
Test. Yeah.
Hey, I know you wanted to talk about vacation stuff, but before we get into that, if you just still do want to talk about that, I've got this fucking stupid story about B104. You know B104, the radio station in Lehigh Valley.
Oh yeah. B104.
Like it's like a pop radio station. They suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the only thing I get on my alarm clock radio. So that's what wakes me up in the morning. It's either that or like a buzzing noise. Nobody likes a buzzing noise in the morning.
No.
But I mean, at this point, it might be better than B104. But like this morning, 6 a.m., there's like a morning show. And I forget their names, but they started it off with like, it's a female and a male. Mm-hmm. And the lady goes, "So, what's going on?" And the guy's like, "What do you mean? Like last night? Because it's 6 a.m. right now, so I'm assuming you're talking about last night."
Yeah.
Because I just woke up. And then he's like, Nothing at all happened last night. Wait, something did happen. I ordered a pizza." and then he goes, "And then I accidentally gave an $800 tip. So I went down to pick my pizza up." And like right off the bat, like I'm just waking up and I'm listening to this shit. I'm just like, who the fuck tips to go pick their pizza up?
Yeah. No, it's bullshit start to finish.
And so it's like it's ruining everything. Like I don't want to start having to tip to pick something up because they didn't do anything besides make it, you know? And I get it. They need like that extra cash, right?
Yeah.
Because times are hard and da.
Sure.
So I understand, and maybe in that case I'll tip, but I don't want this to be the start of every year, or every time tipping, because just to go pick something up, you know, just because they made it, they get paid to make it, right? Am I being an asshole by saying that? Because
no, because you know, if they want to use the pandemic as an excuse to just fork more money over, they can, regardless of whether or not their business is actually struggling or not. It's, I don't know.
But like, it's not going towards the business; it's going towards the people that work there that are
not necessarily
getting paid what they got paid before.
There are places.
Well, it's a tip.
There are places that will just wrangle all the tips and just keep them.
You get a percentage of that tip or something?
Maybe. Most
fucked up.
Most places that are on the
Who
level.
Who the fuck does that?
Most places that are on the level will take all the tips. Like if they're credit card tips, they'll process them, you know, for taxes, all that, and then they'll distribute it amongst the employees.
I don't agree. That's not right.
Other places, like family-owned places, if the owners are shitheads, they'll just take all of the employees' tips. Sometimes they'll just keep them. Sometimes they'll, you know, take a large percentage and distribute them. But I don't see how tipping has to be with an increased number of businesses now just because they are short-staffed or whatever the case may be. I don't know.
Well, I get it. If you're delivering the pizza to me, okay, here's a tip. And here's an extra big tip.
Yeah.
I tip good.
Yeah.
I pride myself on that.
Oh, yes. I tip very heavy because I've worked in restaurants for a long time in different roles as a waiter, bartender, cook, whatever, you name it. I've worked that position.
Right.
So even if I just get basic good service, you know, I'll tip fucking 40%, 50%. If I get
I'm
really,
up there too,
really good service, I'll tip double. You know.
Yeah. Well, don't get crazy now. They still make an hourly rate, right? I don't know what is it now? Do you know?
It's when I was a waiter, it was like $2.83 an hour.
Oh, it's got to be more than that now.
I don't
It's
know.
got to be like up there in the 7s or 8s at least.
Maybe. Yeah, no.
There's no way yeah, I do. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
It's got to be more now.
I'm not sure if it's increased or not for wait staff and whatnot. I've been out of the game a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be higher than that.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I mean,
because you got some people that barely tip or maybe not even tip at all. Still to this day, still in 2021.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not a real solid, model to pay your employees unless you're a really high volume, high end restaurant where, if you're just tipping based on the amount of your check, you're going to make so much money. If you're working at like a chain whatever restaurant, Applebee's or Chili's or whatever, you're really not making much money at all.
Or like a diner. Like think about a diner. Like a lot of old people go there.
You're not making much.
Maybe breakfast is like $30 or something like that.
Yeah.
What's 20% of that? $6. That's not going to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But that's their choice to work at that diner.
Yep.
They don't have to work there. They could probably find a job they really wanted to work a high end. Just remember the name of the wines.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but
that's all you got to do.
At least they don't have health care. Oh my God.
They don't have health care. What do you mean by that?
Like waiters and waitresses and bartenders, they don't have fucking good health care.
Taken out of their paycheck, you're saying?
Yeah, they have, if they do have health insurance, it's some ungodly high deductible plan that it's their only choice, and they have, you have to pay like $6,000 before anything is considered. You've hit your deductible, so the rest of your medical expenses are free for the year. Like some of your medicines will be free, and
that's what my healthcare is like, dude. I get healthcare through my company, and it sucks.
Yeah,
it's for my family plan. I think I pay $70 a week, and it's like $4,000 out of pocket.
Yeah.
So it never kicks in because I don't spend that much a year on healthcare right now.
Yeah. We've hit our deductible, I think, the last 3 years running. Because because we've had, I think my deductible was $3,000. It's been like $3,000 per year. I think maybe a little
still
more.
Pretty high.
Yeah, that's high, but we've both had surgeries, really expensive medicines, just random visits to the fucking hospital because we're just both in bad shape.
Like used cars.
Yeah.
It's like a lemon lot over there.
It is. It's like you fix one thing, another fucking thing breaks. Right away. Right away. It's terrible.
Yeah, so you said you had some vacations you wanted to talk about.
I was thinking today, like, because me and Ape are going on vacation in October. I don't know where we're going, so I don't know how to mentally prepare myself for shenanigans.
Well, I already told you where you're going, Mike.
Where am I going?
You're going to Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about that. No, it's someplace we've never been. Somewhere we've never been. But no, I was thinking of some funny vacation stories today. Like, I think it was like 9 or 10. It was like 1994, I think. And my aunt had a timeshare in Massanutten, Virginia. It's like this mountain resort. And they try to sucker you in to buy a timeshare. But me and my brother were there with our whole family. And for some reason, I don't know if my Nana, my dad's mom, she either made a whole lot of chili or she bought a shit ton of chili. And me and my brother were sitting on the back porch overlooking this mountain. And below us is the AC condenser, like the fan unit that sits outside. and we both have these giant bowls of chili that we didn't want to eat because it was fucking gross. So, dude, we just if you want to laugh harder than you've ever have in your entire fucking life, take a bowl of chili and just dump it from the second story into an air conditioning condenser unit, and it is the goddamn funniest thing you'll ever see, dude. We still, anytime we bring it up, we're just fucking dying laughing. And later that day, we went to the local Food Lion, which is like the town's grocery store.
Yeah, they're very popular.
And my brother's fucking with me the whole time, like trying to trip me. And he goes to he comes up behind me really fast and tries to trip me, and I just ducked out of the way just in time. He slipped and fell into an entire like wall of wine bottles, and they all just all over the fucking floor. My brother is soaked in wine. He was probably like 11 or 12 years old. Meanwhile, my dad's on the other side of the store, and it's just I think it was his left side, like his shirt and pants on his left side were just soaked in wine. So I remember we had to go and meet back up with my dad, and he was walking backwards so that my dad wouldn't see it. And somehow we didn't get caught or get in trouble for it. I don't remember, like, there must have been 3 people working at that store, and none of them noticed that half of a aisle of, maybe not half, maybe like just the end section, probably like 15 or 20 bottles of wine just smashed all over the fucking floor.
I don't have any crazy things like that with me and my brother when we went on vacation. We always go to Virginia Beach. Mm-hmm. That was our vacation. It was. I remember one time, like I would bring my skates with me, and there was like this set of steps by a pool down the street. Like we'd stay on the boardwalk, and like this hotel down the street just had this steps by this pool.
Yeah.
And I would go there, and there was like 4 steps, and I would like do like 480s down it and stuff. And this old lady came running out. My brother was there too. This old lady came running out, and she was like, "Oh my God." And she's like, realized what was going on. She said she thought I was falling down the steps. I was like, no, I'm good. And then she's like, she tried hooking me up with her daughter. And I was like, I must have been like maybe 14 or something, maybe 13. She's like, you should hang out with my daughter. You should talk to my daughter. I'm like, no, I'm good, lady.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
She's probably trying to lure you into some kind of fucking sex slave.
I don't know. It was just weird. It was weird. But yeah, I never really had any. I mean, there's been instances when I brought like a friend or something like that.
Yeah.
And I can't really talk about that, what happened there, but it was funny. Probably a funnier situation than that, but
I was thinking, but
yeah, I mean, I haven't had any crazy really vacations. I mean,
no.
I go to vacation now to relax.
Yeah.
So crazy, I leave out.
Yeah, crazy used to be like the point for me, the point of getting away, but it was only for me. Like if me and April were go on vacation, she just wants to relax and take it easy. Meanwhile, I'd want to go do something stupid. We went to Vegas a couple of times, and the first time we went to Vegas, I think it was like 2007. I wound up getting very drunk very early in the day because, like, in Vegas you can just walk around outside and drink, and so I'm just walking down the strip, just drinking all morning, and I wind up at the Guitar Center in Vegas, and I'm just kind of perusing around, and they had a drum kit. It was a 30th anniversary, and if you know drums, DW drums are like the highest like very high end drums. It limited to 30 kits that they made. It's a replica of Neil Peart's kit from Rush. So it's like all the hardware is like gold plated. It's on this big display that you buy with it. It's $30,000, this kit. They only made 30 of them.
Wow.
for the 30th anniversary. I go in and they have it set up completely wrong. Like, whoever set it up doesn't know who Neil Peart is or what his kit looks like. It's a very large, complicated, extravagant looking kit. I took it upon myself to go ahead and kind of like get behind the barrier that was keeping it in there, and I just start adjusting everything, like putting these toms over here. This doesn't go here. This goes here. It's got to be set up just right, just flat like that. And by the end of it, there were 4 employees just standing right in front of the plexiglass thing. Just, what the fuck are you doing? Don't touch it. Get out of there. I'm like, I'll be done in a minute. I want like they don't want to try to move the thing to get me out of there because I might break something. And I'm like, guys, I'll be done in 5 minutes. This is going to look really good when I'm done. I'm like, dude, you have 30 seconds and we're calling the fucking police. So I was like, they were really putting the heat on me. So I was like, all right, you know what? I don't want to get arrested my second day here while my wife is sleeping in the hotel. Well, not my wife at the time, girlfriend at the time. But yeah, I just do stupid shit like that and just avoid getting arrested for some reason. But another time we were there, 99% certain, I found a dead body outside the Venetian hotel, like right on the main strip in like a back alley. Like I'd gone into the hotel, just gone in the regular front entrance, and it's a big hotel. Like there's a mall inside. I think there's just all kinds of different ways you can go. I go down this escalator, it goes down like 2 stories, and it looks like a convention center sort of at the bottom, but there's nobody there, like not one person downstairs. It's like this huge space, hallways, big rooms, nobody's down there. I see this guy coming down the elevator or down the escalator with a very official looking badge and a suit on and an earpiece, and he's taking pictures of me. We get to the bottom, and he gets to the bottom. I'm like, is there any particular reason you're taking pictures of me? He's like, what are you doing down here? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just walking around. He's like, okay, we're going to have to escort you out this way. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to get arrested. So it's like two other dudes come down. They lead me through this hallway that takes me outside, and they just kind of out the door and shut the door behind me. So I'm in this alley with this door that I can't open from the outside, and there's this dude like sitting on his ass and feet slumped over right next to me, right next to the door. Like maybe he's just nodded out, maybe he's just high and nodded out. So I kind of just nudge his shoulder, and he just kind of limply kind of falls over. And I took a picture.
He just ran.
I took a picture of him.
Do you have the picture?
Ooh, somewhere. Yeah, I do. I actually used the picture as a flyer for one of our shows.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm almost certain this dude was fucking stone dead. So I call April. I'm like, because it was weird at first, but then when I started walking back to our hotel, it kind of dawned on me like, wait, what if that dude is really dead? What if... And I touched his shoulder, and I just called April, freaking out. I'm like, dude, I think this guy was dead. I don't know. She's like, just get the fuck back here and don't go out for the rest of the night.
Get the FBI looking for you right now.
Dude, I don't know. It was so strange. I'm hoping that dude was just either super drunk and passed out or high as fucking passed out. But it didn't seem like he was breathing.
Do we have any leads? Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they
found a fingerprint on his shoulder.
I'm sure they found him probably not long after that. I mean, it's a pretty, like the section of the outside of the building I was in there wasn't a lot of foot traffic because next to the Venetian at the time there was a lot of construction going on. I think they were building or like just starting to build one of the newer Wynn Hotel buildings. I'm not sure what they built on that spot, but like right next to the Venetian, like there were, tarps and all kinds of shit that you can't walk through. And this guy was just kind of back there. So it was just really, really fucking weird.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got a story about Vegas. I lied. I do have a kind of an interesting story that Jess and I went on vacation out there once. Well, it was 3 states, 3 days, and I planned it all, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, I'm gonna plan. It's 2 different time zones, 3 states, 3 days. It was Nevada, Utah, Arizona, right? So I think Nevada was the last state that we stayed in. Yeah, it was, because we were flying out of Nevada. We might have came into Nevada and we were flying out. But we went to the Grand Canyon. We did some places in Utah. We were all over the place. So we get back to Vegas, and we got to catch our flight. And we park our car, or no, we get a ride to we park our rental car, and then we hop on the shuttle. And on the shuttle, I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, "What is today?" And Jess is like, whatever that day was. I was like, "Holy fuck, we missed our flight by a whole day." So I totally fucked it up. So we're in the airport, and apparently, if you book third party, like Travelocity or one of those companies, they won't help you. They tell you to talk to the airport, and the airport won't help you. They tell you to talk to the third party, so you're fucked.
Yep.
So all said and done, like, I've got a wife that's crying, doesn't know what to do. I had to pay for another hotel, and I had to buy new tickets to go back home the next day. So anyway, we get into the shitty hotel in Vegas. Like, shitty. I'm like, whatever. I go outside. I'm drinking some beers and smoking a cigarette. And I see cops, like, blocking the street and shit. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I walk over. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, Obama's coming. So the parade came down that street. Like, no one was on the street. He must have visited Vegas or something like that. Mm-hmm. And there's fucking Obama driving by. I'm like, oh, shit. Cool. So then I go back in, and that was it. I mean,
dude, that.
So I'm not allowed to plan anything anymore.
That almost same thing happened to us when we were trying to leave Vegas, and not just us, but everybody who was like, okay, so we were supposed to leave our hotel really early in the morning. A shuttle was supposed to show up to take us to the airport. Shuttle didn't show up. Like, what the fuck? We see an increasing number of people on their phones trying to call either the airport or a shuttle service, and we get outside, and the entire strip was closed due to a marathon. They would not let anybody cross the street under any circumstances. People tried to cross the street and got arrested. Like, there were a lot of cops.
Wow.
Apparently nobody knew this. Anyone who was staying on either side of the strip who had to get to the airport, they couldn't. And after the marathon was over, we finally got like a cab, like a regular fucking shit cab to the airport, and then discovered mostly all of the people who we were stuck with on the street waiting for the marathon to end we're all in the airport at the same time saying we missed our flights because of this fucking marathon. And everybody has to rebook tickets. Everybody has to figure everything out, dude. It was insane. Like, there was no. I can't say there had to be some kind of warning to people who are trying to leave Vegas that morning that the strip's going to be closed due to this marathon, and you're not allowed to cross the street. You're not allowed to get in a car to go to the fucking airport because the strip is closed. And it's like the only way to the airport, pretty much.
Vegas is fucking crazy. I hate it there. I mean, one night, okay, I can do it. I'll have fun. I'll have fun for one night. Maybe the next day, all right. 3 days in Vegas, nope, I'm good. I just can't fucking handle it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too much out there.
We Ape and I, when we were there, like we didn't have a lot of money, and we went to the what is it called? That big fucking German beer hall in Vegas. It's like the Brauhaus.
I've been there.
And dude, we drank so much and ate a lot of food. And then when we were leaving, we're like, wait a minute, how much money do we have left? None. Absolutely no money left.
I stayed right down the street from that place, actually.
I had to call my buddy Pat back in Philly. I was like, Pat, dude, you're not going to believe this. I didn't lose any money gambling. I didn't gamble at all. I don't gamble, really. Like, if I go to AC or Vegas, I don't really gamble. But it's like, dude, I swear to you, I didn't lose any money gambling. Me and April had too good of a time at the Brauhaus and accidentally spent like almost $400. And I need some money. I need you to wire me some money tomorrow morning so that we can leave. That's pretty bad if you run out of money when you're not gambling.
Yeah, dude, when I gamble, I usually like, okay, here's $100. And I don't care about this $100. We're just going to blow it. Here's 50 for you. Here's 50 for me. Let's go fucking put it, slot machines, tables, whatever. I mean, yeah, to go, I've been to a casino with people that constantly are hitting up the ATM machine and they're paying the fee. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not that type. Like I'm the first time I gambled, I was underage, and it was in I guess open waters. I don't know, wherever you could take. It was in North Carolina. We hopped on a gambling boat.
Yeah,
and there was no age limit. As soon as you reached, a couple miles offshore or something like that. And I think I brought like, I don't know, like $20 with me, and I won like 75, and I stopped. I was like, boom, done.
Yeah.
But and you could drink out there too.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do anything.
It was great. I didn't know, like, that was the first time I've seen anything like that. I was just like, wow, I want to live on this fucking boat. This is great.
Yeah, the only time I really gambled was to cover money that April lost gambling. Because if she sits down at fucking blackjack,
so you gamble more away,
dude, she won't stop. Like you have to physically pull her away. So she lost a bunch of money, and this was probably at like 1 a.m. She comes back. She's like, I have like $200 left. I'm like, wow.
I sold the house.
Okay. So I'm going to try and go fix that. So I sat at the one table with the giant fucking wheel that just spins, and you put, whatever dollar it lands, like it's like 1, 5, 10, 20, and then there's like 2 $100 bills on the wheel and whatever it lands on.
Yeah.
So I'm just stacking chips, kind of like thinking it out. And it's not, it's luck of the fucking draw or whatever, but I wound up sitting there for like 4 hours and made back every fucking penny she lost, and which was a lot of money. But dude, my extent of fucking gambling. I can't play cards.
The first time I went to Vegas, I got so fucking drunk I couldn't see the chips in front of me, and I was stacking them, dude.
Yeah.
And it had to have been like 2:00 in the morning, and sitting at the table, like, they're really good in Vegas about bringing you your drink.
Yeah.
When you order a fucking free drink, they'll bring them, and you can say, I want a double, and they'll bring you a fucking triple.
Yep.
But so I think it was roulette. Dude, I'm fucking on a roll. It was just me sitting at the table. I'm getting like, I want the row up and down, I want the row left and right, and then I want fucking red. And I would get all 3.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. And then but I was just stacking chips, dude. And then it just got to a point where I couldn't even fucking count them anymore. I couldn't see them. And I was telling my girlfriend at the time next to me, I was like, "Can you count these for me? What do we got here?" And I just kept laying them down. And eventually, nothing.
Yeah.
Lost it all. It's just what happens.
Of course.
But if I would have walked away, man, probably would have made out. But nope, drunk asshole. That's what happens in Vegas.
Casinos are weird because you get quote unquote free drinks, and there's no natural daylight. There's no clocks anywhere, so you never know what time it is. People smoking inside, so it just kind of puts you in a different kind of element. You take some more chances, and there's a lot of
you're like a robot in there. Yeah,
visual stimulation.
Money.
So you want to go
money in.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, you won a penny. Put money in. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, and
I remember going to the when they opened the Sugar House in Philly. Me and Jay lived pretty much right next door to the Sugar House, so we would go there pretty often. And I used to buy weed off the janitor who was there. He had unbelievable weed. But we would also, we would basically just live there. We would pay our rent just by playing, slot machines and table. They only have those certain table games. A few years later, they got actual dealers and shit like that. But I remember getting really sick while I was at the casino. Like you sit there and all of a sudden you just feel kind of hot and cold and oh no, I'm getting a fever, and I'm just sitting there and I'm with a bunch of people and I can't leave. I'm like, oh no. And my friend Damara, she was sitting 2 slot machines down from me. I'm just trying to sit there waiting for us all to leave. She wants fucking $500. She's like, oh my God, I won. Let's go drink. I'm like, no, I just want to fucking leave. Who drove here? I just want to go home. But yeah, casinos are weird.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No.
In Korea and in Japan, it's huge over there. The little just slot machines everywhere.
Yeah.
They love them. They'll just sit there all day long, plugging away like penny slots.
Mm-hmm.
I won $300 on a penny slot before, but that's just enough to get you to keep coming back and putting you put $25 in. You could spend maybe 20 minutes on it or something like that.
Yeah, get a healthy return for a penny slot machine. Pretty healthy return.
Yeah.
Oh. Cutting all my hair off tomorrow.
Shaving your head?
I don't know if I'm going to shave my head or get an actual haircut. I've been growing it for a year.
Let it grow, man.
I don't know. When it gets hot out, it's a little much, and I'm not going to
tie it back.
No,
you don't have to have a man bun.
Not doing that.
You're not going to tie it back at all.
No.
Why?
I mean, I do it home sometimes. It's terrible. I'm not going to be out in public looking like that.
Why not?
Because it look like a fucking.
A lot of respectable people tie their hair back.
Yeah,
Mike.
Not me. Not me. Not once. Not never.
Well, then thrash it up. Then don't cut it. Then
Should I get some kind of emo haircut, shave underneath but leave the top long and swipe it all over to one side?
Just shave one side of your head.
Just one
Leave
side.
The other side go.
So shave half my beard off, half my mustache. Do that. I did that. Yeah. I did that once. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, because you're not face to face with customers or FaceTiming them or anything, are you?
No, just with managers and HR people and people I shouldn't look like shit in front of. That would be really funny. fucking, in our weekly Zoom meeting and just fucking look like a complete asshole. Like, so Mike, it looks like you're still doing good at home. Like, yeah, I'm doing all right. Just getting into some weird shit. I'm here all day.
I got Two-Face.
Say
you're Two-Face.
I was in a weird mood yesterday, so I just did this.
Shaved half my head.
Thinking about bleaching it. Make it even worse. Should I do that? Should I get like a late 90s like spiky hair, like bleached? Should I do that?
Nope.
Am I close enough to midlife crisis to do that?
No. It's not what you do in a midlife crisis.
What are you gonna do what do you have planned for your midlife crisis?
Oh man, I got big plans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a it's not a what the fuck are those three-wheel? It's like a three-wheel car.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Harley Davidson makes it's like a Valkyrie or something like that. I'm thinking about getting one of those. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just get like a. You know what? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I don't know.
I'm hoping.
The Corvette's always a good plan.
Will be like a short burst, maybe like a week or so. I'll go on like a mountain retreat and just go on a fucking like all out bender, and just
you know what? That's a good one.
And just come back.
That's a good one.
Like, be like, all right, so I'm set. Got that all out of my system for the next 20 years. And by the time, time I'm 60 or so, I just won't care.
What about like hiking the Appalachian?
Yeah, that would be solid. Start down in where does it start? Where does it?
Well, it goes from Maine to Georgia, I believe.
Maine to Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't hike. I don't have time to hike the whole thing. But like, even just like hiking down to Maryland and back would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty solid.
Or like hike down as far as you can and have someone pick you up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe when my kids grow up and I have the energy, I'll try the whole thing. But I mean, that shit's crazy. Like there's one guy I met in my life, and like you know somebody that did it too. But there's one guy I met in my life that's done the whole thing, and he wants to do it again. And it's that tank guy that I was talking about in one of the last episodes.
How long did it take him?
With the beard. I asked him. I don't remember what he said.
Was it like 3 months or was it?
Yeah, it was months. Yeah, it was months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking wild. Have to build up some PTO for that.
Yeah, I mean, but like if you think about it, along the way, there are like you could walk down the mountain a little bit and there's a fucking McDonald's or like something, gas station or whatever.
I'm sure
there's places
some,
like that,
like specialized restaurants and places for people who hike the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, I think there's tents that are set up for like maybe like granola bars or water or something like that.
Yeah,
supplies. I'm sure people do that shit, but like you also have to watch out for like crazy people
and bears.
A lot of fucking crazy people that live on the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, yep.
So I would not do it without a gun. I would bring a pistol for sure.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Doing something like that would be fucking wild. But I think your kids do have to witness your midlife crisis, so they'll know. It's like a rite of passage.
They'll let me know.
Yeah.
Dad, it's time to hike the Appalachian.
Why are you going on vacation by yourself?
Yeah, that's another one.
You said
that actually sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, you said you were in Hawaii for 2 weeks. Why aren't you tan?
Yeah. No, but like that's another midlife crisis thing. Like people will go on vacation. Like family people will go on vacation by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to fucking have time to think for once,
Yeah.
for themselves.
I think that's healthy as long as you're not doing anything too
Oh,
too
yeah, yeah.
destructive.
No, yeah, yeah. It's definitely healthy.
I think I would probably plan on going on some kind of like booze filled rage for like a week, and then I'll start, and like halfway through the day I'll be like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna go home.
Like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, like
Turning around
I
from
think I
being
made a
done
mistake.
running.
I actually don't want to do this at all.
I think I'm done running now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just stepped in a big pile of dog shit. It happens. What shit?
Fucking stupid Jenny Gump. She's the worst person in the fucking world. I'm glad she died.
I know. How fucked up. I mean, how selfish and fucked up is she?
Yeah, it's absolute hateable character.
Yeah. She should have jumped off that fucking building. That's what she should have done.
Yeah.
But then Little Forrest wouldn't have never been born, so we don't want that. Little Forrest was special.
Jenny. Ugh.
I'm a kind of like a person watcher, if you will. I used to like take lunch. Like when I was a technician, I had like a van, and I would like go to Wawa, and I would sit in Wawa and just people watch. Yeah.
That can be misconstrued pretty easily, but please go on.
I'm not a stalker. I'm not a fucking psychopath. I just like to watch people, and I study like how they act or what they do or like this. That's why I feel like I know people, because like this person this type of person acts this way. This type of person acts this way.
Well, you can see see the very like in a Wawa parking lot situation, you will see the best followed by the worst in somebody. Like parking, like you'll cut someone off, someone will cut you off, someone's driving way too fast, screaming at each other. But then if you're walking from the gas pump, somebody will open the door and hold it for you for 6 minutes.
Every time.
While you walk in. And then everybody's nice and friendly inside. But once you get out in that parking lot, it is a fucking wasteland. It's the Wild West out there. But once you get inside the doors, everybody's good. Everybody's fine.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's
only in Wawa.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very strange. Strange phenomenon.
If you go into like Speedway or some shit, or what used to be Hess.
Yeah, no one's acting up.
It's just like they don't hold the door for you yet. No.
Yeah, you don't get the good parts, but you don't get the real bad parts either. I mean, at Wawa, you'll always get the dude, hey man, I'm trying to get back to New Jersey. Can you I'm like, dude, will you guys please, like, do you guys have meetings of like the fucking scumbags who stand outside Wawa trying to fucking cop heroin money? Like, guy, like, have a meeting, come up with some new fucking material. I don't know how all you guys know the same pitch. Like, no matter where you go, if you're in South Philly, out to Lancaster, it's the same.
It's the Walmart of gas stations.
I'm trying to get back to New Jersey. What the fuck is in New Jersey that you're trying to get back to? More heroin.
Yo, you know where Wawa started, bro? Like, yo, get me home, dude. Get me home to that spot.
Yeah.
No, dude. No. Yo, it is becoming the Walmart of gas stations, though.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Like, even though the food seems fresh, and they do have those delicious fucking what are their rolls, or the rolls that they make in house.
Okay.
They're originally by
Amoroso used to
stock
Wawa's bread. Now they make their own bread, which is a fucking travesty.
Yeah, but they get Amoroso dough. It's still Amoroso.
Well, they don't.
They just make it in house.
They don't cook that shit right then.
No, maybe they don't cook it right. Yeah.
No, because it's always very it's always kind of tough on the outside and just not like real soft, very thin.
Well, think about how long it's sitting there too, because they probably cook a lot in the morning and then it's sitting there for a while. It's not too fresh.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you can have the best ingredients, but if you don't cook it right, it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Gonna be garbage.
Cabbage. Yo, give me some change. I just want to get home to Jersey. Yo, you're
Yeah.
garbage.
Fucking garbage. I always think it's funny if you hit the right time of morning, and you walk out back of any decent pizza shop or restaurant, you'll just see two, 3 or 4 boxes stacked up of just Amoroso rolls from the mid night delivery that have just been sitting there,
Yeah.
and nobody takes them. Nobody takes them. I've never reported a bread theft before. I've had lots of worked in lots of places where you just show up and the bread's been sitting outside since like 4 a.m. Nobody takes it.
Yeah, we didn't do a bread theft. We did maybe it was a newspaper theft at CBS near Shepherd Hills.
Shepherd Hills?
There might have been a newspaper theft going on there. Maybe the newspapers wound up all over Shepherd Hills. I don't know.
That's been known to happen. I remember Thug Life's when he lit a stack of newspapers on fire on the golf course.
Those were those newspapers.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
All right. See, dude, I never remember, like, with all the Shepherd Hill shenanigans, I never remember who was present at which shenanigans.
Yeah.
There was just there were like 15 of us total.
Yeah, I mean,
and
if you're including
always,
the 9, if you're, or what is it, 7 or 9 Hoffman brothers?
Yeah, the Hoffman brothers. Well, they were their own unit. They're their own separate unit. But yeah, at any given moment between 1997 and like 2003, there was a good amount of shenanigans going on the golf course.
Yeah. I didn't even live in Shepherd Hills, but basically I did. Like, that's where I was every day. I would just get dropped off.
Ancient Oaks West, yeah. We both lived in Ancient
We
Oaks.
get dropped off in the summertime and wander the golf course all day long till my mom got out of work, and she'd pick me up. And I would turn my head so she couldn't smell the alcohol and the cigarettes on me.
Well, yeah.
Bad news bears. Fuck Shepherd Hills. That's what got me into trouble. Shepherd Hills.
Yeah.
I could have been a rock. I could have been something.
If I just
Shepherd
didn't hang
Hills
out in
took
them
me
woods
down.
all the time. Playing the game in the woods.
Learning nothing. Absolutely learned nothing
Except
from being in Shepherd Hills.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But good times had by all.
It was good times.
Yeah.
It's not like we talk about it like, remember those days?
Yeah.
I mean, we are right now, but we don't normally.
No.
It was not nothing special. Nothing special happened ever. Maybe little things here and there, like Eamon fucking running with a case of Zima over his head to a car in the parking lot of East Texas.
And
that's about it.
Taking a fucking dump in one of the holes on the green, So the first golfer of the morning just gets a nice handful of shit.
My God. Yeah, so we terrorized that neighborhood.
Yeah,
fucking terrorized.
We used to cover the greens in sand before it would rain.
But for the most part, we didn't terrorize it because there was like a collective group of kids in the group that we hung out with that were so paranoid about everything. Mm-hmm. You had to like hide in the woods everywhere you traveled. Like you couldn't do anything fun,
Oh man.
But those were the kids eating dog shit for like a bag of weed in the woods or something.
You mean Jay Smoker? He did that.
Yeah. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there, but I heard all about it.
Oh, okay. Threw up in Kafel's sink that he had in his basement.
That was a fun basement.
Could have been
liked-
something.
I liked his house because I don't know what it was about his basement that I was just always very.
It was chill.
I was always very comfortable in his basement, and
Yeah.
always had cool.
It was just like-
fucking computer shit.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, have you ever seen
Yeah.
Napster?" I'm like, "No, what's that?" He's like, "You can get all this music for free." I'm like, "That's cool." Oh yeah,
That's where we made our first rap song down there. It was
Yeah.
like the Eminem diss or something like that.
Yeah, Tragic Minds. Yeah, man, your guys' shit. You made a bunch of tracks. They were all good. There was nothing bad about any of them. They're silly and funny. I think I have a couple of them somewhere on my computer. But yeah, I would like to get that whole back catalog. I'm sure every one of those tracks
SoundCloud
is in like a CD book somewhere.
I've got a couple CDs somewhere, and I also have a couple CDs of this rap thing I did when I was in the desert. We called it Closed Caskets. It was this big fucking Mexican dude and me. This dude like from California. He was a pretty good rapper. But like I made beats, like we rapped through the microphone of this shitty laptop I had, like a hole in the laptop.
Yeah.
And like I made like beats on Fruity Loops. That was fun. I gotta look for all that shit. I know I got some of that stuff somewhere. But if you go on SoundCloud under Zach's name, you can find some of those on there.
Oh, good.
And I think that prank phone call that I did is on there too.
Oh, the fucking piano
The
tuner.
piano one.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna find that and I'm gonna make a fucking video of that. I'm gonna put that on TikTok.
Yeah.
2Ds is part of Might Be News Network. That's mbnnetwork.com. It is also a fucking done sound production. If you would like to tell your story on 2Ds and an F, email us at 2Ds and an F podcast at gmail.com. That's TWODSANDANF podcast at gmail.com. For episode segments, extras, and upcoming guest interviews, check out 2Ds and an F podcast pages on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Full-length episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, and just about everywhere other podcasts are found. Don't forget to like and subscribe.